Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Eddie, and welcome back to King's Court. And today, I do want to touch on the NBA Finals a bit because I haven't made a video since before the NBA Finals. So, we got our matchup, Warriors Celtics, and what I wanted to say about this series is both teams, I don't want them to win a championship. Obviously, the Warriors, everyone's done with seeing them win championships. Obviously, anyone that's not a Curry fan, a three-pointer fan, or a Warriors fan, a Bay Area fan. So that's essentially the only people that want the Warriors to win. And then when it comes to the Celtics, obviously they're a big franchise. Everyone knows who the Boston Celtics are. They know it, just with the name alone, you would say associate them with the green and championships. So why not root for Boston? So I'm not a big fan of Tatum. I don't like his play style. I don't like his. I don't think he's as elite as his fans say he is. I would much rather take 10 players over Jimmy Butler. And I actually had to argue with someone on the internet about this kind of thing. He said there are no 10 players better than Tatum. And I said, excuse me? So I went off. LeBron, Jokic, Giannis, Embiid. I said, um, some guys could be argued because they didn't play, they weren't healthy, but had they played, definitely would have been better than Tatum. So I also said Damian Lillard, Kawhi Leonard, and you could make an argument for Zion Williams. Obviously, Zion Williams was said to have a higher ceiling when he first got drafted into the NBA, but as of right now, it's just in regards to potential. Of course, Jason Tatum had success earlier, which is something I hugely emphasize when saying a player is better than the other, because if you could change a franchise from your rookie or early seasons with the team, then definitely you deserve praise for it. So because of that, I will say Tatum has the resume for it over Zion, but you gotta admit and you gotta take for account that the Celtics were a better team constructed around Jason Tatum than Zion Williams' team was with the Pelicans when they first entered the NBA. So there is that. I also said, I think I'm like on number 6. So I even threw some names that were probably controversial, but I have a good case to make for them. I've said Jimmy Butler. Yes, I'll take Jimmy Butler over Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, he has a work ethic. He obviously wants to get better. He has his role models, but Jimmy Butler has always been his own man, and he's always improved the team wherever he goes once he gets the opportunity. With the Bulls, when he started, I think as a number one guy, the team started doing well. Um, he left. He goes to Minnesota. He turned that franchise around for that small stint he had, and then he just had to get his way out because Minnesota was not building around him, and he did not have the pieces that were willing to work as hard as he did. Like Trey Kirby said on No Dunks, Jimmy Butler just wants to work hard and be the man. That's exactly what he was in Minnesota and the Bulls. And when he left to go to the 76ers, he was again the same thing. He just wanted to work hard to be the man. He wanted to be the dude that handles the ball just as much, or if not more, than Ben Simmons, because he felt like he was able to take the team further. And based on the success he's had with the Miami Heat, I mean, Brett Brown should have given him that. Ben Simmons, yeah, he was, I guess, the point guard, but when it came to scoring and being able to see if he could take the team further, maybe he should have given them some opportunities. Because Miami, when Jimmy Butler first went over there, I sincerely thought that Jimmy Butler was just looking for a good vacation home, and I thought he was just done. He was just done competing. I thought he was just looking for a place to retire already. Boy, was I wrong. He turned that franchise around. Miami obviously has always tried to build itself with the pieces it has. So they've always tried fighting and trying to make the playoffs with the players they have. But they they held their own when Jimmy Butler came in, and in the first season he already took them to the NBA Finals. That's big time. All he had was a rookie Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn, and obviously an established Bam Adebayo. But Bam Adebayo still had a long way to go to be able to be a All Star. I think he was not an All Star yet at the moment. It's already been too long gone since that time. So of course, I might need to refresh my memory for that. And when we look back at the Sixers when Jimmy Butler was there, the choice was between him and Tobias Harris. Look, Tobias Harris played for the Clippers. I got love for Tobias Harris and what he was doing for the Clippers, but when it comes down to it, no, give me Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is a proven worker. He's gotten better over the seasons as he was from 30th pick all the way to what he is now. Like 30 overall picks don't do this kind of thing. They don't lead teams. They retire after about 5 seasons, or you never hear about them after 5 seasons in the NBA because they can't keep it. They can't keep a roll. So the 76ers made a huge mistake. The Minnesota Timberwolves made a huge mistake. The Chicago Bulls, I mean, that was fine. I mean, they went from high and mighty to mid tier, so they're fine. But the Sixers and then the Timberwolves, they made a huge mistake letting Jimmy Butler go. They probably would have had a better team by now. The Minnesota Timberwolves, obviously, they just made the play-in, and then they got into the playoffs, but they didn't go anywhere, despite that meme of them celebrating. And also, the Sixers might have had a championship by now. They definitely had a great team, but I don't know what those guys in the offices are thinking about when they're trying to make off-season moves. It's like they're trying to make the team worse, but the Sixers, just because they're led by Embiid, they stay afloat, and Embiid's just that good. Anyway, I've also said a few other players are better than Jason Tatum, but that's just my arguments for Jimmy Butler and some other guys that I just mentioned. So when it comes down to the Celtics and the Warriors, here's what I'll say. I don't want any of them to win, as I said before, but I would definitely take the Celtics over the Warriors because, of course, Celtics have had about over 10 years since their last championship, and I wouldn't mind Smart getting a championship, Al Horford getting a championship, and that's just generally how I see things when I have two teams that I don't care if they win the championship. I just go to the players and their respective careers. I wouldn't mind Marcus Smart. A lot of people hate him for his flopping, his exaggeration, his demeanor, but I'll give it to him just because it looks like he works in that gym. And from rumors, from what I was hearing before when Brad Stevens was coaching, is that a lot of players didn't like that Brad Stevens was favoriting Marcus Smart because I guess the way he plays. He's not a elite star, but Marcus Smart looks like one of those coachable players. Like, I'm myself a coach, and the best players you could have are the ones that listen to you and do what you say. And Marcus Smart gives me that kind of work ethic. He doesn't do more, he doesn't do less. He does exactly what you tell him to, and here he is. So that's essentially it. Just those two guys. I'd want them to win a championship. The Warriors, I couldn't care less who wins in that team. I'm sick of Curry. I'm sick of Thompson. I'm sick of Draymond, and the other guys are just too young. And then James Wiseman getting a championship, still relatively still young, but not doing anything this season to contribute. Yeah, it doesn't sit right with me. It almost makes me feel like the Warriors just cruised on by again. A young Memphis team in the Western Conference Finals, depleted Nuggets team in the first round, and then, I'm sorry, I mixed it, but also the Mavericks, who really just have one good player and a good, I guess, okay point guard. Yeah, nah. Give me the Celtics. They played harder teams. They went through the harder playoff run, and playoff runs are a big deal for me. If you could cruise on by up to the NBA Finals or even the Eastern Conference Finals, I'm not into that. No, you gotta work for your championships, and the Celtics have had to do more work to be able to get their potential championship. So hopefully they win. Yeah, I don't like them, but I'll take them over the Warriors any game. Alright, well, that's all I have for you guys. This video dragged on way longer than it was supposed to, so I'll just cut it off here and say no more, say no less. Alright, so if you guys have any questions, you guys want some shout outs, you guys want to collaborate with something, feel free to hit me up. I'm more than happy to do it. I would love to start this YouTube thing again. I just need more everything, really. We need to start somewhere. Alright, so that's all I got for you guys. Hope you guys have a nice day, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.